In October 1871, a single spark turned into one of the deadliest urban fires in American history. Within 2 days, Chicago was reduced to ashes. This is the story of the Great Chicago Fire. The Great Chicago Fire began on the evening of October 8, 1871, and burned until the morning of October 10. In just 48 hours, nearly a third of the city was destroyed. Thousands were left homeless, and the fire became one of the most infamous disasters in U.S. history. But how did it happen? And why was the destruction so great? Legend has it that the fire started in a small barn owned by the O'Leary family, when a cow supposedly kicked over a lantern. While this story became famous, historians believe it may have been invented by newspapers looking for a dramatic tale. The true cause of the fire remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that Chicago was a city waiting for disaster. In 1871, most of Chicago's buildings, sidewalks, and even roads were made of wood. Combined with a dry summer and strong winds, the city was a tinderbox. Once the fire began, flames spread rapidly, leaping from block to block. Firefighters were overwhelmed, their equipment outdated and exhausted after battling another fire the night before. For 2 days, Chicago burned. Entire neighborhoods disappeared. Landmarks, businesses, and homes were reduced to rubble. By the time the flames died, over 17,000 buildings were destroyed, nearly 100,000 people were left homeless, and around 300 people had lost their lives. The once booming city was a smoldering ruin. Yet, from tragedy came resilience. Within days, donations poured in from across the country and even overseas. Chicago quickly began to rebuild, this time using stronger materials like brick and stone. In less than 20 years, the city had transformed into a modern metropolis, its skyline filled with some of the world's first skyscrapers. The Great Chicago Fire became a turning point in urban history. It led to stricter building codes, better fire safety, and advancements in architecture. Today, Chicago stands as a symbol of survival and reinvention, rising from the ashes to become one of America's greatest cities. The Great Chicago Fire was more than just a disaster, it was a lesson in human resilience. From devastation came innovation, proving that even in the face of tragedy, a city can rise again stronger than before.